Alright, for this video I'm just going to show how to actually get the camera chain, so you don't have to rely on other people for UC. I've seen a couple people struggle, I guess. I'll probably end up posting like how to get the entity list through base networkable, get the encryption, all that stuff, and actually reverse it. And maybe like the projectile list later if I get back from work. So I'm just going to use Cheat Engine. Just add the or turn on the .NET disassembler. You can go to .NET info. We can go to our main camera class, and we're just going to grab the address of our late update. So we'll go to that address. Here we do the if basically it's initialized, jump not equals, and then we have the leave. Anyway, this is loading into this call. So this is our first pointer, which I'm not going to copy the game assembly and add it like that. I'm just going to grab the address. Here we can add our first address. It's always going to be B8 for the static field. So we can always just add that. Then we can do what access is. And we'll get a bunch of different places where it's accessed. Not all of these are going to be correct in the way that they're used, because every method that's being called is using camera or the pointer we have in a different way. Like for example, this one, rax plus B8, that gets a static field which gets shoved into RDX. Then this RBI equals RDX plus 28. That's not correct, but you'll have to do like trial and error until you actually find it. Anyway, this is a good one. This is not a good one, so you have to find a good one. I know it's A8, so rax plus B8 static field gets pushed into RCX, and then we get that. So we can just trace our BX to where it's used next. We see a test, and then we got to compare keyword pointer, so that's a really good indication that this is the correct one. And yeah, we can just add that. So we can add the, I believe it is A8. Yeah, A8. Add the 10. We'll read it again. And now we can just check if this is correct by looking at the structure. You can do this in reclass or relatively anything. But I see this one chunk, like these two chunks of floats that look like our view matrix, because our view matrix is just an array of floats. And yeah, that's it. So that's primarily just the way you can get it for updates, nice and quick. You're gonna need like your own server, just use a server that doesn't run an anti-cheat, and then just attach Cheat Engine to disassemble the game. Other than that, I'll probably post a video later showing how to decrypt like projectile list and do the player list through base networkable. But other than that, it's not that bad.